It's going to be hard for me to do. No, I changed my mind. This is going to be healthy for me. This is something I need to do. And I've been wanting to do this for a while. For those who on the live or who come across this live who know me and know me well enough to know that I do not spew out my personal business in this way. But I know it's going to help somebody. I'm in the business of helping people, especially when it's needed. I like to give reciprocity. For those who don't know that term and what that means true friendship or true when you give out energy, you get it back. It doesn't mean that you get it back the same way it was given to you. So a little backstory about me. My name is Lakia. I was named by my godmother, and it means treasure. And as a child, I'm gonna give you a backstory. As a child, I'm an only child. For one, I was born and raised as an only child. And I always felt alone. And now that I have the knowledge of self and I know why, it's because I am very special. I renamed myself Source. Some people I used to call myself Killer too. That was one of my biggest mistakes. And I'll tell that story another day. That's a long story. But right now I want to get into reciprocity, number one, meaning when somebody gives you energy, I don't care if it's monetary, a ear, a voice, money, whatever. Like I said, monetary. It doesn't mean you have to give it back the same way you got it. Okay? So, number one, family. Who is real family and what is family? Family does not have to be nice or good for you. In this world we're living in, and a lot of you people are not people, and I use that term loosely. It's a lot of not real people out here. Now, it's scary for y'all to think that, but it is, because I know. And when you know it, you know it. And some of you guys will know it. It's very few of you who will understand what I'm telling you. Most of these people walking around here, around you, are NPCs. They are not human. And it's crazy. I know it sounds weird and crazy, but it's true. Okay? So imagine a only child, a special being, because I am a source player. And I'll explain what a source player is later on some other live. But right now I want to get to what is real family. Real family are not there to pick you up and coddle you and keep you safe. In life, you have adversity, and there's always going to be duality, meaning ups, downs, girl, boy, bad, good, hot, cold, right? So your job is to do what? Stay right in the middle of that. Don't let either side sway you, right? So me, being an only child, being a Cancer sun, meaning very sensitive and seeing beyond the veil. I could always see beyond the veil. I've been looking at the sun all my life. Kids should always be told to look at the sun and gaze at the sun. But they were telling me early, stop looking at the sun. You're going to go blind. Get away from the TV. You're too close to it. But that was me trying to see beyond this fake-ass reality we living in, right? But more into what I'm getting into here and what I really want to focus on is and I'm proud to say this right now, and I'm going to reveal this. Most people might know it. A lot of people should know it because they know me and they know how I used to be versus what I look like now. And in between my 48 years of life, they've seen changes in my appearance, changes in my eyes, changes in my voice, changes in my heart, the way I deliver love, the way I care. I am an ex-dope addict. fiend. Some people might want to say fiend, but I don't consider that my term. But as for to relate to you guys, they will call it ex dope fiend, ex coke fiend, or whatever. I never refer to myself as that. I used to use. I started off really slowly, and it progressed due to lack of love for self. I never loved myself fully. I always questioned, why am I so different? Why do not fit in? Why am I so? I'm so much of a man and so much of a woman. I am such a girl and a boy. That because I am very, very special. I am not in a box. I did not know that. I did not know that at younger years. So it developed into depression and a hurt and a hatred, an inner hatred for myself. I did not know myself. And it took me, you guys, and this is a sensitive matter for me. I'm going to try not to cry. It took for me to lose both my parents in 1 year to know who I was, because they were my foundation. You know, anytime I needed something, my dad, my mom were there. Financially, I consider myself a burden to them now that I look back, because I hadn't grown up. I'm still having issues with why did I take advantage of that time, and why didn't I take advantage of more time with my parents? Why did I only use them for a crutch? But I needed that. I needed them to pass away the way they did, and most people wouldn't have survived that. And I will tell you, it was everybody knows how. I'm not everybody, but most people should know how that could feel for both parents to pass away, and you actually see it physically, deterioration over time, and then physically be there when they pass away and watch them pass away. And more things came after that. But mentally, I was stuck in a loop of thinking victim. I was a victim, thinking everybody did something to me. Somebody owed me something, because I wasn't getting reciprocity. I was giving out energy that was not being returned the same way. Okay, and I'm going to get to a point why I'm on this live right now, because I talked to a family member yesterday, and because I'm going through a crunch time. I need a coin. I'm not broke. I'm not poor no more in the mind. I used to be poor in the mind, but I made so much fucking money in my life. I fumbled so many bags of fucking money. You guys should not. Don't feel bad for me. I don't feel bad for me. I'm just saying right now it's a crunch time. And I call some people that I know I gave some money to, right? I call some very swell motherfucking people in my family that I know got $50 at least, goddamn. But they gave me their ass to kiss, and that's fine, because I have knowledge of motherfucking self now. And I don't mean to curse, but I do, because I like to curse. And you know who gave me these motherfucking balls I got right now? Y'all go look up Peach McIntyre. I'm gonna shout her out, because I'm an influencer. Number one, I'm getting off subject, but I'm gonna get back to it. I'm an influencer. I'm the first person I remember, the first person who ever drew on a pair of sneakers, the first person who ever put a teddy bear on a sneaker, and then, listen, I'm an influencer. That's why I'm on here, because this is going to be my new job. I might stop cutting hair because the clients are not coming anymore. And I did that to myself, because I create my reality. I write shit down, it comes true. You know why? Because I'm the creator. There's no God above me, no hell you can put me in. I can do that to myself. I've done it to myself. So like I said, let me track back. I'm an ex-addict. I used snorted cocaine, and I snorted heroin for several fucking years, trying to balance out my emotions, trying not to feel, trying not to hurt. When I was a young girl, people smoked cigarettes around me and smoked weed around me, I would get headaches. But you know what family did? They kept doing it. They didn't make me leave the room. Well, they would, but I would come back and I would write letters to them. Please stop smoking. Please this and that. And guess what you do when you are in the environment you're in? You become it, or you reject it and leave. Unfortunately, it took my parents to pass away and my best friend, Erica. God, man, woo. It took them to pass away for me to say, you know what? I'm out of here. And and the next live I do, I'm gonna show y'all pictures and graduations of my transitions. And when I know I was on coke that day, I knew I was high off heroin that day with coke and pills and some other shit. But look at me now, I'm 48, right? I survived that. But guess who still got the poor mindset? My family. I'm suffering now, not suffering. I mean, you have to watch your words also. I'm not suffering. I am a result of my thoughts, my prior thoughts, right? So right now, financially, I'm on zero. Zero. But I live good. I live in a beautiful neighborhood. I'm in the middle of Atlanta. I'm going to show you where I live at. It does not make sense. It does not make sense to a person who has a poor mindset, right? But what I did was try to reach out to a family or a friend who I know I've given to freely and see if I can get it back monetarily right quick so I can get some things done. I'm trying to get my clothing line started. I'm starting my art back over. I'm going to sell that. Money is no object for me. Once I get the bag rolling again, it's going to fly out of here. You're going to see me transition so quickly, it's going to be crazy to you. But right now, source, me, I'm sitting here, I'm staying in this dorm. It's not dormant. I'm in a beginner state again. Like how you have to start from the bottom and begin all over. I have to top my energy all the way back up because I expelled a lot of energy due to drug use. I am clean now a whole 2 years. But it took me to go bottom out. But I didn't become homeless, none of that. I could have, if I had a poor mindset, I could have. But let me get to the point. Family and friends. People don't have people's numbers no more too, right? So I hit up a couple people on Facebook. Hey, let me get a couple of dollars. I'm trying to get something done. Boom, boom, boom. I ain't got it. I gotta take my kid. And I know life happens. It's life. You really don't owe me shit. But this one particular family member said to me, not even hello, how you doing, baby? What's going on? How you feeling? None of that. And she was in a dark room, right? So I knew the energy was off. Wasn't gonna be she couldn't bring me up, even though I was feeling down because I don't like to ask for shit. I can get it myself, but I did this so I can learn better, right? Because I still want to reach out. I really want to reach out and pull my people to and reciprocity. I want what I gave to you. However, even if it was a pep talk, it wasn't even that. Let me tell you what this lady told me. I said, you know, what's up? Hey, hi. What? She said, what? I said, oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? So already I knew she ain't trying to hear shit. So I say, oh man, I need a couple of dollars. I think I said $50. The smallest amount, right? I don't have no money. Got no money. And I'm tired of people asking me for money. And listing other family members who asked her for money. And this is the clincher. This would really got my wheels to spinning. My mom, who's my mother raised her. So she lost her mother when I lost mine. Let me let you know that. So I understand. And my mother used to tell me, don't worry about her. She's just her. And she know who she is. She said to me this statement. And had I been still on drugs, guess what this would have made me do? Go cop. This lady say, go dig up your mother. She didn't say me, but she used them as the goat. She said, I told them I ain't her. I ain't Dorothy. Go dig her up in Lincoln Cemetery. And I ain't got the money she had. Blah, blah, blah. That's what that lady told me. And my girl was right here listening. Right? Wow, lady. That ain't even been a good fresh 2014. Y'all do the math. lost both my parents in 1 year. You tell me that statement. Go dig up Dorothy, my mother, at Lincoln Cemetery. Instead of saying, oh, wow, I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through. It's going to get better. However that is. That's reciprocity. So that goes back to me saying family, real family, is all you have is you, number one. And family and friends are who you are initially. What you feel like inside is what you project outside of you. So I was feeling down, and I called a bunch of downtrodden, broke people mentally. Not saying that they homeless ain't got shit, but mentally they're not feeling well. She's taking care of my grandmother at this point. She probably hasn't had a fun time this week or month or so. She's probably tired of her rigmarole, her routine in life. So am I. I would rather rise to a millionaire in the morning. I want to be a millionaire tomorrow. I want to travel tomorrow. All those things are possible, but you have to put in the work, right? So that made me realize how much I've grown. So I'm not upset with her. I'm not mad with her. And she know who she is. If she has, now I know she get up and get on this box. So she's gonna see this. But I love her still. But I understand now that you don't owe me shit. Not even a good morning or a hello. You really don't. So who are friends? The same. I tried to call a couple of friends. People will give you what you give them back initially. But you don't have to get what you gave them. Like if I give you $20, that don't mean you give that right back all the time. Maybe you listen to me. Maybe you hear me. Maybe you support me in other ways. It's hard to get back the same thing you give to somebody. But look up the word reciprocity, and you will understand what I'm saying. And mindset is a big, big deal for me right now. I used to have a poor mindset. I mean, I would have money, being a barber. I'm a barber of 30 years. And I would come home with stacks of money like this. My dad was a financial advisor. Brilliant man, mindset out of this world, but still had a poor mindset because he would hold tight, but he would give it away to the wrong people. When he passed away, he gave out money to people who gave a fuck. And I mean that. And I'm one of them. He gave me money that I fucked up the bag. But I was, you know what I said? I was on drugs. I was unhappy. But that doesn't mean anything. What I'm saying is this. Mindset comes first. Once you get out of your mind and say, damn, I'm worth it. I can do it. I need nothing but myself. That's if you are a creator. That's if you are a creator. You can do that. You can start from rock bottom and still live and move and rank up in life from nothing. Like I said, I'm financially on zero. And I'm not scared. I've been here before. Like I said, I just turned 48. I've been here before. This is nothing. 4 or 5 cars sitting outside. Next year, back on riding a bike, walking. But that's what kept me. I was in a loop, but that's what kept me vigilant, making me feel like, damn, the world is just full of ups and downs, valleys and hills. I've been knew that. But I did not know knowledge of self then. But it took my parents to pass away to know that I am actually the creator of this reality. And there's nobody doing this to me. I've done this to myself by thinking this way and being around the wrong motherfuckers. I was never supposed to do drugs. I am beautiful. I was a beautiful young lady. Wanted to model. But my mother told me in my youth, I'm going to show y'all the pictures. Y'all remember, some of y'all know, my dreams and aspirations were changed through other people's fears and their mindset, and they became mine. I knew that I practiced in the mirror. I knew posing. I knew how to change my features just by using my eyes and smizing and all that. I did all that before Tyra Banks. But my mother said one thing to me. She said, New York will eat you alive. And I believed it. So that's what I mean by mindset, you guys. I don't know. Somebody needs to hear this. If you don't change your mind, somebody will change it for you. If you don't set your mind, somebody will make you think how they think by you being around them. And that could be family or friend or foe. So you got to be you and only you. You got to only be you in this place. This is a matrix. This is a dreamland, a secondary dreamland. You're in two dreams. You understand me? Think about this. When you go to sleep at night, can you bring that reality into this reality? You may dream that you fighting, but the punches, you can't connect a punch, or you throwing a punch is slow. That means that is what? That was real there to you in your mind, but then you come here. This is another dream. And that's what I mean by knowledge itself. I got the knowledge. I know that this is a game. I know this is a real that is spinning in my mind. But I let other players in the game or non-players, look this shit up, non-player characters. These are NPCs who are around here to be an opposition to you, to show you duality. So when I mentioned my aunt who asked me to dig up my dead mother, she didn't say it to me directly. She mentioned it in a roundabout way. But that statement would have twirled me years ago. It hit me, but it didn't dagger me. I'm like, damn, dig up my dead mama. She ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like she got it. That was meant to show me my growth. That showed me how much I've grown. I didn't have an urge to get high. I didn't have an urge to curse her out. I never do that. But, you know, it's just, I'm happy that I'm this grown up mentally. I'm not poor mind in my mindset. I know anything's possible for me. I can change this reality anytime I get ready to, as long as I have the energy to do so. So right now I'm in hibernation, topping my energy up. And this is going to be my main job. The clients have tapered off, and why not retire? I can still cut hair anytime I feel like it, if I want to. This whole building is full of prospects and clients and beautiful locks and haircuts and things of that nature. I can have this whole building, and it's full of people who will come to me and just pay me just to be in my chair. But right now, I had to look at my notes. I wrote down, I am an influencer. I have to be online telling this story. My story, which is a big one. I have a lot of stories, y'all. But I just want to let you know that I have no shame in saying this. I am an ex-addict of cocaine, snorting, heroin and cocaine in conjunction. And it's called a cocktail. It's called self-medicating. Everybody has a different rock bottom. I would say this is probably my rock bottom right here. It was not the worst rock bottom. I've had several of them. But this is one. But it's not a bottom. It's a end to the bullshit. And like I said, somebody needed to hear this. You can get out of that if you're addicted to anything. I don't care if it's shopping. I had a shopping addiction too. Anybody who know me, they know that house on that apartment on Nanny Helen Burroughs. You can come down that hallway, and I had about 200 pair of shoes lined up against the wall. I would never wear the same pair of shoes. You know where that addiction came from? Being, first of all, my parents did not buy me love. They gave me love. So I always wanted the latest sneakers. You know, wanted to be trendful. And I like flashy, shiny, new shit. But shoes were addiction. I even had shopping, shoplifting addiction. Had the money and would shoplift. You know what I mean? So you can get over those things. It's a mindset. What else would I want to talk about? I said overcoming addiction. And it's not hard. You don't have to go to a facility. Let me not say that. Some people do. Because I went to one, and it was like a week. It was a DC General. Back in the day, I went for 7 days. This is early on. I was just taking Percocets every day, all day. But to get off of drugs, you got to want to. You gotta want better. You gotta know that you're spending a lot of fucking money for a little bag of substance that will not last longer than a few hours. But do you remember when you was a child, you used to spin around in a circle and get dizzy? That's your first high. Go outside. Put your feet in the ground. Look at the sun. Those things create endorphins, and you laugh a lot. Look at funny movies. Stop looking at these people killing each other. Stop looking at the news. Get in your head. Go back to when you was a child. That's the purest point. That's where the endorphins are. So, like I said, I did that on my own through trial and error, tapering off, and writing down my feelings. And now I'm going to help somebody else by doing this. It's somebody who's going to watch this video who knows the feeling of addiction and why they did it, when it started, who helped them do it, who helped them go cop that first bag of dope, and why they did it. And now they stuck and they don't know how to get out of it. You can do it. It's not hard. Don't let these ops think, don't make these people out here tell you that you are an addict. Don't get in no classrooms and raise your hand. I'm an addict. Don't do that. That is a affirmation. You should only give yourself great affirmations. I am phenomenal. I am great. I am healthy. I am not. It's not. There's no nots. There's no no's. There's no don'ts. It's all yeses in your life. You should never say or refer to yourself as a negative, because source does not recognize negatives. Let me give you this sentence right quick, and I'm going to get out of here, because I feel better for bringing that to y'all. Say this sentence with me. I do not want my new house to burn down. Source, meaning this matrix. Source, meaning the highest of all energy, does not recognize no's. So say the sentence. I do not want my new house to burn down. Say it again. Take out the negative. I do want my new house to burn down. You get it? Good. I'll see y'all next time. I got more for y'all. You're going to be amazed.